This product is brought to you by SiteNetic Corporation, 7 Deltas. Written by Edgar Rodriguez. Edited by Monique Rose. Sustainable balance. Understand, discover, transform.
Your core. Your core is made up of 7 areas in your life: spiritual, health, family, education, career, finances, and leisure. If you listen closely to people's natural or general conversations, they always tend to gravitate toward one of these topics. For example, we all have that one friend who never fails to talk to us about his latest business deal, making money scheme, or how we too can share in this once in a lifetime opportunity. Or that coworker who never hesitates to show us 1,000 pictures of the kids, the hubby, vacations, the dog, all within 1 hour during lunch. That neighbor who is always inviting us to church and leaving little books and prayer cards on our door. That crazy friend who is always in the know about every party, event, concert, gathering, and venue in town. Or that one person at the gym who, no matter what time you go, night or day, they're always there. Depending on where we currently find ourselves in our personal journey, our attention, energy, and resources are being directed to a specific area of our core. Hopefully, it's by our own choice and something we love. The disconnect within our core occurs when our focus is so unequally distributed that we lose sight of other parts that are just as important. For example, what would you say is more important, family, money, or your health? Most of you would say family. I'm sure there are a few of you out there who are quick to yell money. But hey, we're not here to judge anyone. Look, if we step back and begin to look at all three, family, money, health, as existing in a symbiotic relationship, their individual value becomes equally important. Remember in biology class when the teacher spoke about symbiotic relationships, how certain groups depend on one another to survive? For example, humans and bacteria. All of us have bacteria in our stomach called probiotics. This is the good stuff. We provide this good bacteria a warm and cozy place to live, and in return, they feed on bad bacteria, and as a result, probiotics boost our immune system. They depend on us as much as we depend on them. Such is the case in our core. A dependency exists between each area. In this case, our family, our career, and our finances affect one another. So when we ask the question again and take into consideration that all three depend on each other, our answer changes. All three are now equally important. If we can't work, we can't support our family. Our finances are directly affected and our health may begin to suffer. Looking at the same problem from a health perspective, if we're sick, we can't work and can't fix our job situation. You can look at it from any angle and the result is the same. They are all connected and each one is affected by the state of the other. This ripple will soon start to affect every other area in our core. Sometimes the correlation is not so obvious, and it may take a little longer for the effects and repercussions of one area to begin to manifest themselves in another. But eventually it will happen. Take, for example, our personal pursuit for wealth. We focus so much in our career and building our finances that we lose sight of other things in our life. We begin to neglect our children. A school play here, missed ball game there, an award ceremony, field trip. No big deal, right? They're only 8. There'll be plenty of those to attend. Well, they all add up, my friend. One day you wake up and your kid is 20 and moved away. That's when you begin to wonder, why don't they ever call? What about those missed anniversaries? Postponed little getaways, just the two of you? Oh, had to work that weekend. That's right. No time for flowers, too few I love yous, too busy to call or send a little message saying, thinking of you, a simple hi. And then it happens. It all catches up to you. Two strangers sitting across the table in silence, looking down and around the restaurant, but never at each other. But hey, it's okay. You worked hard. You have that big house, that big luxury car, and she's wearing that big fat rock on her finger. Life is good. Really? Reality check. The truth is that deep inside, both of you would trade it all to feel what you felt when you first met. My advice, look up. They are still there, sitting across the table. Fight for it. Do something. For you guys out there, a simple, honey, you look beautiful. I love you. I was thinking we should get away this weekend, just the two of us. For the ladies, honey, I'm so proud of you. You've always worked so hard to give us a better life, no matter how hard things got. You always seem to pull us through. I love you. Yes, ironically, we men always seem to need a little bit more reassurance, even if we don't like to admit it. Listen, you know your partner better than anyone. You know what makes them feel appreciated, loved, and valued. Start taking little steps. Maybe it's just a smile, good morning, and I love you. Whatever you decide to do, do it. Remember, those nice little things add up, and eventually they begin to outshine all the bad. Going back to the kids. Parents, I know you wish you had the power to roll back the years to when your children were just babies learning to walk. Okay, for some of you, it's probably saying, no way, diaper is crying, no thank you. They're out of the house, I'm done. Okay, for those of you who are not saying that, I think if given a second chance, you would definitely be better fathers and mothers. Look, in your eyes, your kids are always going to be your babies. Okay, so you didn't do such a hot job their first 20 years. Hey, focus on doing a better job the next 20 or 30 years. Only this time, no more diapers, no more crying. And if you really miss all that stuff, there's always the grandkids. Getting back on topic, look, just know that there exists a direct connection and dependency between all the areas in your core. So if all 7 things are connected and affect one another, shouldn't we be giving them all equal importance and value? Yes. Take a moment to look at all 7. Spiritual, health, family, education, career, finances, leisure. And think about where you've been spending the majority of your energy. What areas in your core have you neglected and just let fall from the wayside? Think about the ramifications, consequences, and results of that neglect. It's not a question of if, but when. Can you see how certain areas of your life are being affected? If not, you will, but only if you continue to do nothing. Let's take a look at our core. Spirituality. Spirituality means something different to everyone and can be exercised and experienced in many ways. Some choose organized religion such as attending church, synagogue, a mosque, temple, or any other holy place where believers can congregate to worship and pray as a group. Others choose to commune with their Creator in a more private and personal setting such as yoga, quiet reflection, private prayer, meditation, or simple walk on the beach. Whatever we decide to do, spirituality has an incredible effect on our core. Most people find peace and relaxation in prayer and meditation, which in turn has both physical and mental benefits. Our bodies tend to adjust and modify the production of certain hormones when we're relaxed. In a way, it begins to heal itself internally and begins to counterattack the hormones produced during our moments of stress, worry, and anxiousness. In addition, our minds find peace as we begin to calm down and focus on prayer, breathing, and quiet. Those millions of thoughts of anger, worry, depression, stress slowly start to fade away as you regain peace of mind and clarity. As a result, you're not as angry at your spouse, your kids, at life. You begin to set your pride aside and remind yourself that your family is more important this weekend and choose to close your laptop and focus on them. You begin to feel that even though life has its challenges, you're not alone and you leave it to God. Investing time in our spirituality is one of the best ways to help us keep other areas in our lives moving smoothly. Health. Our health includes both body and mind. We are responsible for the upkeep, nourishment, and protection of both of these. Our bodies are the vehicles that allow us to move, touch, smell, and experience the world around us. Our minds are responsible for creating, understanding, storing memories, forming thoughts and ideas that can then be communicated with others. Together, they form an amazing partnership. Think of all the beautiful art in the world. It all started with a thought, and then the artists used their hands to make that thought a reality. Look, we only get one body and one mind. What we do with them and how we treat them is our choice. Have you ever heard the saying, love your body and it will love you back? It's very true. If you provide your body what it needs, which isn't really much, water, food, exercise, rest, it will last you a little bit longer and let you move a little quicker. As far as your mind, try to keep that noise and nonsense out. Learn to calm your thoughts. Learn to focus on ideas and thoughts that build you up, not break you down. You will soon realize that a healthy body and mind is one of the keys to a healthy and happy life. Family. Family is anyone who will step up and say, I have your back. I will support you. I will protect you. I will be with you when things are good and when things are bad. I care about you. I love you. I am your friend. When we talk about family, we refer to anyone who has earned your trust and that you believe is there to help you, not hurt you. They are people who are prepared to stand shoulder to shoulder with you in the face of adversity. Tim McGraw wrote a song titled, You Know Who Your Friends Are. Here's some of the lyrics. Sorry, and I'm not going to sing it. Somebody's going to drop everything, run out and crank up their car, hit the gas, get there fast. Never stop to think, what's in it for me? Or it's way too far. They just show up with their big old heart. You find out who your friends are. The biggest honor we can bestow on another person is to give them the title of mother, father, brother, or sister. We all have people like this in our lives, and some are not blood related. These are people who are always there. They just show up with their big old hearts, like the song says, to carry, to heal, to cry, to laugh with us. They help us in our business, our career, lend us a buck or two when our finances are low. They help us feed other areas of our core. Investing in family is the best investment there is. After all, when we leave this earth, they're the ones who have helped us create incredible memories. Education. Some of you may have never gone to a traditional school. Others may hold a series of degrees. Regardless of what your formal or informal education consists of, the fact that you are listening, watching, or reading this material reveals that you have a humble spirit that is teachable. You possess the rarest of fires, which is the consistent search for knowledge and personal growth. Learning and knowledge has infinite delivery systems. Look around you. Whatever you want to learn is a click away, a book away, a question away. We live in a world where there is so much information available to us that our biggest problem is delivering it fast enough. Listen, make time. Make time to feed your mind. Make time to learn. Any problem you'll ever face has a solution. Are your finances low? Learn to manage and grow them. Is your family falling apart? Learn to be a better parent, a better spouse. Are you overweight and unhappy with your body? First, learn everything you can about your body. Then learn about nutrition and exercise. Are you beginning to see how all these things are connected? Career. In terms of finances, our greatest asset is our ability to work and make money. We all have the choice of earning a living working for others or working for ourselves. One of the interesting things about careers is that most often they choose us. Sometimes they are a product of simple circumstances. A friend tells us about a job. We find a posting about a job. We take it. 10 years later, it's become our career. A lot of us find A lot of us find a sense of worth and purpose in our careers. When asked to introduce ourselves, we usually start with our name, hometown, and our occupation. What we do gives us a sense of pride, and that's a good thing. We should all be proud of the level of service we provide our employers and our clients. It is the degree and level of quality of service we choose to provide that we find ourselves affecting and being affected by the rest of our core. If we show up to work upset, angry, and basically in a bad mood, our work, employer, clients, co-workers suffer. On the other hand, if we show up to work happy, motivated, helpful, alert, friendly, our work, employer, clients, and co-workers will benefit. Look, most people leave work with an attitude, but few understand that we actually come into work with an attitude. This attitude is 20% what you feel about your job, and 80% is how you feel about your life and what's going on in your life, what's going on with your family, your checking account, school, church, your vacation, gym. Everything is connected. Finance. During your 7 Deltas process, you will be introduced and participate in a core assessment exercise. Basically, we will assess and identify strengths and weaknesses in your core. For most people, finance seems to be a common weakness. Sure, you get those who are less than truthful in rating their finances, but it shows up in all the other areas of their core. Look, finance is a tough one to maintain. Reality check. The truth is, many of us simply do not understand how money works or how to manage it or grow it. In its simplest form, the state of our finances is a simple function of how much money we earn minus how much money we spend. If our expenses are more or equal to what we earn, this is bad. If this is happening, no wonder you feel miserable about your life. You can't take vacations, you're probably getting hassled by creditors, your spouse is upset, and the list goes on and on. Yes, your finances are affecting your core, but keep in mind that we can use our core to fix our finances. Our core has the power to fix any part of itself. For example, if you're having problems with your finances, get help. Get someone to teach you what's going on. Have them help you identify and, most important, understand the root cause of your financial challenges. Then have them help you create a plan. Most often, the plan is as simple as creating a budget, removing unnecessary expenses. Your solution lies in investing in your education, in this case, your financial education. Leisure. As much as we work, it's important to include a little fun in our lives, a little fun in our families' lives. Come on, guys, really? 80 to 90 hours a week? Really? Trust me, you don't want to be one of those people who they find hunched over their desk on Monday morning. What happened to Bob? Died, heart attack. Oh, wow, that sucks. Yeah. Well, send a card to the family, clear his office, and give it to Joe. He's next in line. That's what happens. Your commitment and effort to your job boils down to you leaving in a bag and your family getting a card. Seriously? Hey, if you're going to go, wouldn't you prefer to be doing something fun and surrounded by people you love, and most important, who love you? If there are 168 hours in 1 week, let's say 7 days, and you're working 90 of those hours, if something crazy happens, like let's say the world ends, there is a 53.5% chance that you will die at your desk. Wow. Look, spend some time having fun. Fun does not have to cost very much either. Invite friends over to a barbecue, go to the beach, take a walk, visit family, let them feed you. Look, whatever you do, enjoy your time on earth. It is short, it's limited, it's unpredictable. Most important, your leisure time will make you feel good, will give you a reason to schedule quality time with your family. And most important, it's important for your physical and mental health. Robert Holden, PhD, wrote a book titled Living Wonderfully, where he writes that children laugh about 150 times per day and adults about 17 times a day. Don't feel too bad. Kids live in a different reality than adults. Their cores are pretty well aligned when you think about it. Here, let's take a look at this. Let's look at a kid's core. Let's look at their spirituality. Spirituality. We take them to church and make them say their prayers every night. Health. They play, jump, run tirelessly every day. Family. They have tons of friends and they feel protected by parents and guardians and teachers, etc. Education. Their minds are constantly being fed, taught, and trained by parents, guardians, schools. Career. Their job is to play and go to school. Simple as that. Finance. They learn to save and live within their means. You teach them that. Leisure. This is what kids live for. Fun, laughter, games, friends, all that good stuff. Look, the reason why children's cores are better aligned than adults is because they live every day fully invested in all 7 areas of their core. Mostly because they usually have a parent, guardian, or teacher ensuring that this happens. It is a deliberate and conscious effort. In the next few sections, we'll talk a little more about the effects of having an accountability system in our lives and how it can affect our core. In this case, the children's accountability system are parents, guardians, and teachers. They have taken the responsibility to ensure the proper alignment of the children's core. Eventually, we all lose these systems and our core slowly begins to become unaligned. We'll talk about this in the next following sections. Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening to another chapter in my new book, 7 Deltas. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, please feel free to email me at erodriguez@7deltas.com. That's erodriguez@7deltas.com. Thank you very much again for listening and have a powerful day.